Hey, it's me, Raika. Today we're going to have a look at Albedo, the pure white devil from the Dimensional faction. Now, this hero wears plate-based gear, is part of the tank class, and her primary role is to provide a significant amount of buffs in the terms of defense and attack rating for your Dimensional heroes. So let's have a look at her skills. Her ultimate skill, Jinum Gagap. Albedo instantly teleports to the most densely populated area of enemies and deals 300% AoE damage to all nearby enemies. 45% of the total damage dealt to her enemies is converted into a shield which has a duration of 8 seconds. The level 2 and level 3 increases the amount of damage converted into a shield for her from 55 all the way to 65%. Her next ability, Black Guard. Albedo receives a shield with a value of 220% of her attack rating, after which she teleports next to the backline ally with the lowest health and protects them for 5 seconds. While the shield exists, neither Albedo nor the ally she's protecting can be controlled by the enemy, and Albedo shall bear all of the damage intended for the ally. If the hero, Iron's own goal, is an ally, Albedo will prioritize him with all skill above over other allies. The level 2, Albedo's shield is increased to 270%, and the level 3, damage received by Albedo while the shield is active is reduced by 40%. The level 4, damage received by Albedo while the shield is active is reduced by 60%. Her next ability, Shield Lord. Albedo teleports next to a random ally that is currently near an enemy and deals 220% damage to the enemy, stunning them for 4 seconds. If the hero, Iron's own goal, is an ally, Albedo will prioritize him with this skill above all other allies. So the level 2, 3, and the 30 engravings is an increase in the amount of damage that she does, from 250 all the way to 300%. Her next ability, which is a passive, Hermes Trismegistus, during battle, Albedo's crit damage resistance is increased by 35 points. If Albedo is dealt a critical strike, the attacker's attack rating is reduced by 30% for 5 seconds. This skill cannot be stacked. Albedo's crit damage resistance is increased by 50 points. If Albedo is dealt a critical strike, the attacker's attack rate is reduced by 50%. And the 60 engravings, if Albedo is dealt a critical strike, the attack rating is reduced of the attacker by 70%. So let's have a look at this hero's signature item. Guardian Overseer, the unlock. During battle, the defense rating of all dimensional heroes is increased by 15% for every other dimensional hero that is in the allied formation. The effects of the skill can be stacked up to 2 times. So this is the reason why you build Albedo, as she can buff all dimensional heroes that are paired up with her. This 15% damage, and as we can see, the level 10 and the level 20 increase the amount of defense up to 25% for every single dimensional, and this can be stacked 3 times. So what this means, you can have 75% increased defense for your dimensional heroes. So if you stack a significant amount of dimensional heroes in your formation, this hero is crucial to making them even more effective. Now the 30 is what makes your dimensional heroes deal a significant amount of damage. During battle, the attack rating of all dimensional heroes are increased by 15% for every dimensional hero that is in the allied formation. This effect of the skill can be stacked up to 3 times, so that is 45% increased attack rating as soon as you have 3 dimensionals in your roster. So let's have a look at her furniture. Now her furniture essentially gives her more utility. So her 3 out of 3, Albedo enters a rage which lasts for 10 seconds whenever Iron's own goal dies, or whenever the first ally except Iron's on her team dies. During the enraged state, Albedo is immune to all damage and control effects. and 250% of her defense rating is converted into her attack rating. If Albedo is currently using her Blackguard skill to protect an ally, the enraged state shall be initiated once her Blackguard skill ends. Her 9 out of 9. 80% of the damage caused during the enraged state is converted into Albedo's health. So this essentially allows her to become more tanky for 10 seconds, and this essentially gives her a bit of healing during that period of time. So let's have a look at how she does in battle. So as she is a tank, she'll always start mostly in the front row. As you can see here, she immediately teleports to her ally and starts to protect them. So she redirects the damage that was essentially directed for her ally, and she is able to grant a shield for herself and protect the ally. As we can see now, she's going to stun the enemies for a couple of seconds and deal a small amount of damage for the period of time. In addition, we can see the little shield that appears over her, the little circular shield with wings. There we go. So she's mainly used in conjunction with irons. So as we can see here, I'm using a significant amount of dimensionals, and I have 5 dimensionals in my team. So we can see that every single one of my dimensionals will benefit from Albedo's buffs. So this will significantly increase their defense up to 75%, and it will increase the attack rating of heroes such as Ezio and my irons. This will allow them to do significant amount of damage to their enemies. So most of the time, you want to stack as many dimensionals in your team in order to allow heroes such as Irons and Ezio to one-shot their enemies when they get to their ultimate skill. Now, in campaign or in various other PvE events, you mainly want to use Albedo with any other dimensional hero. So in most cases, you would see Albedo with heroes such as Leonardo da Vinci, and you would have also Prince of Persia. So essentially, both of these heroes will provide a significant amount of control for your allies. So Albedo will stun and protect, and Prince of Persia will distract the enemies and stun them as well. This will allow heroes such as Leonardo da Vinci to easily be able to get up to his ultimate and provide a long duration stun so that his entire team can survive. Now, because Albedo provides all of these buffs, this makes your allies extremely tanky. So I recommend when you are building your Albedo that you always get it to 30 signature item. However, furniture is not that significant. However, it provides a bit of extra toughness for her, as sometimes she likes to go in the front row and take the damage for herself. And this extra bit of stats will allow her to survive longer and to constantly keep providing shields and immunity for herself and for her allies. Now, her engravings do a similar thing where they allow her to stay alive for a longer period of time and to protect heroes such as Irons.